Okay, so there's like a customs check, even though it's all the same country. Hola. ¿Cómo?
A la sombra.
Sí, sí, gracias. My name is Patrick. Recently I retired after 26 years as a police officer and sold everything I owned. Now it's time for something different. A journey of healing and inspiration. I'm setting out to ride my motorcycle around the world, searching for beauty, connection, and the freedom of the open road. This is my life now. This is Adventures Without Borders. I am about halfway, not quite, but almost halfway through my riding day here. Just going through a town called Ciudad de Constitucion. A minute ago, I passed a town, same minutes, about 20k up the road, called Ciudad Insurgentes, where I should have, well, not should have, but originally planned to stay last night and chose to just cut it short in Loreto a little bit. Which I'm glad I did, because Loreto is such a nice little town, and I enjoyed hanging out there and heading off to that mission this morning. It's my first day of riding just with the armor here, and yeah, it does make a difference. It is hot out. Couple 100 more kilometers to go, so I'll probably do one more stop to hydrate somewhere, and then I'm actually going to La Ventana tonight, which I think is about 35-40 kilometers past La Paz, and I'm looking forward to showing you the hotel I'm staying at. It's kind of a unique deal, so I will check in with you later. I am just pulling into La Ventana, which is my destination for the next couple of days. La Ventana is about 40 kilometers south-ish of La Paz. I think it's best known for like windsurfing and that sort of activity. I haven't really looked up where the hotel is other than it's off the main road, so give me a chance to scout out the town. Ooh, it is warm. The world famous speed bump. Good morning from La Ventana. This is another day off for me here. So La Ventana, as I mentioned, is just south of La Paz by about 40 kilometers. I'm staying in kind of a very unique hotel called Chango Mango. Essentially the hotel rooms are all these large concrete barrels that kind of look like aqueduct piping made of concrete. And so it's kind of the capsule hotel model. Then there's a pool and a nice patio, and the staff is really good. Staff is a lot of international young people who are, I think, working for their accommodations while they're here. I want to show you my breakfast here. Doesn't that look amazing? So this will be my office for today as I work on some editing. So I'm just walking around La Ventana a little bit. It's a gorgeous day. I think it's about 30, almost 35 degrees today. So a little bit about La Ventana. It's a village that's right on the bay, La Ventana Bay, which is part of the Gulf of California. We're just south of the city of La Paz, which is the capital city of the state of Baja California Sur. So La Ventana, which means window in Spanish, is the window onto the Gulf. Was founded in the 1940s by a guy named Salome Leon. So this guy was a pearl diver who started coming here prior to that. And once that became unprofitable, he actually moved his family here and founded this village. And to this day, some of his descendants still live here and still fish here. So it was originally a fishing village, and now it thrives on tourism, things like kite surfing, wing foiling, I believe it's called, and diving. Those are all activities that are very popular here. So it's a very laid back sort of what you might call a surfer town. And I'm staying at the Chango Mango Hotel, which is sort of a capsule hotel, which is really cool. And the interesting thing is it's run by a couple where husband is Mexican, wife is German, and they've been running the place for about 3 years now. The water is actually really warm, which shouldn't really surprise me given that it's so warm outside. Yeah, just a beautiful beach. There's not many people here at all. So I'll tell you a little bit about what I got planned here. So today was my day off, and how about I use the water as a backdrop? There we go, that's better. Today I just took the day off. I spent the morning working out a little bit, and then I did a little bit of work on the next video. And I made some phone calls to see if I can find a place where I get an oil change tomorrow, because I'd like to get that done. I'm heading into La Paz tomorrow, and that was a big wave. And I had to step out of the water. Yeah, I'm heading into La Paz tomorrow, and I'm going to spend a night there before hopping on the ferry. So I did reach the Honda dealership after talking to a few other little shops. The little shops, a lot of them don't work on big bikes, and they consider a 650 a big bike. So Honda told me to show up anytime after 9:30, and I told them I wanted an oil change and just to have the chain maybe cleaned and lubed. So I'll try to leave here fairly, well, it's only a half-hour drive, so if I can leave here around 8:30 or 9 and head straight over there, which will work out because I won't be able to check into my hotel anyway until after lunch. So that is the plan. And then I do have some people that I know here in La Paz, so I'm hoping I can get together with them for supper or for a drink or something, and then we'll be off to the ferry. Well, it's my final evening here in La Ventana. So today, other than doing my usual editing videos work. I went for a nice walk through town and down to the beach. I met this really cool couple from Argentina who have done the Pan American in reverse. They've already been up to Alaska, and now they've come back down and they're hanging out here for a month in their VW van. And they're on Instagram, and it's Odisea por America, Odyssey through America is their Instagram. Yeah, I checked out some of their stuff. They've pretty much done everything, and they've really taken the time, you know, months at a time in one location. So it was really cool meeting those two, and their vans are right on the beach. So I'm just taking it easy tonight. I'm gonna have my curry bowl and start organizing my stuff for tomorrow. I did phone a local motorbike dealership and scheduled an oil change. I say scheduled, that's a loose term because they didn't take my name, but they told me to show up around sometime after 9:30. So be hopeful that they can get that done for me. I mean, if they let me use the tools, I would just do it myself, to be honest. But nonetheless, we'll see how that works tomorrow. Good morning from La Ventana, Baja Sur, Mexico. So I'm just hitting the road here on my way to La Paz, which is a short 50-kilometer drive. I stayed 2 days in La Ventana, and the highlight was actually the little hotel I stayed at, which is the Chango Mango. So it's sort of a pod hotel concept, if you will. So the rooms are just these giant concrete sort of, I don't want to call them a pipe, I don't know exactly what you would call them, but with a bed in them, and there's not much. There's a little bit of storage room, shelving and stuff, aircon, pretty basic, but the restaurant was fantastic. The staff is all they're all people who are like long-term travelers, and for the most part they're there working for room and board, and super nice people. This morning I met some Quebecers there who weren't staying but came in for the breakfast, and anyway, I really enjoyed it. I was able to stroll down the beach a little bit and catch up on sort of all the administrative stuff I needed to do, and the goal now is to go into the city of La Paz, and I'm headed to the Honda dealership, even though I have a Kawasaki, and I phoned last night and they claimed that they would be able to do an oil change for me, so I'm hoping that's actually what's going to happen. And if not, I mean, I'm not, what am I at now, about 6,200 kilometers, so I'm not dying for an oil change by any means, but I figure I've got the time and I'm in a place where I could do it, so I'll see if I can get that done. I'd gotten a contact from a friend of mine in La Paz to text about an oil change, and the guy got back to me, and it turns out he's in Alaska, so that wasn't going to happen. So I just started randomly calling places, and Honda's the first one who said that they could do it. So so that's the plan for today, and I will check in with you from Honda, and we'll see what happens. So as I was getting the oil changed, when I was reloading the panniers, I noticed this here. So it's a simple enough weld to do. I've got they gave me the name of a guy, and I've been WhatsApp messaging with him, and I'm gonna go over to his place. I sent him a picture and he says he can get that fixed for me, so always something happening here. Well, La Paz is the biggest city and the capital of the state of Baja California Sur. It's got a population of about 250,000 people, and it's right on the Gulf of California, or the Sea of Cortez. It's a big port city as well. The ferries for the mainland leave from here, and it's got world-class fishing, world-class diving, snorkeling, a super varied marine life, and all sorts of water activities going on as well. As you can see, it's Friday night, very busy here, lots of people walking around, and I'm gonna go find some supper. Good afternoon, and welcome back to La Paz. I'm actually just leaving the city behind on my way to the ferry, sailing later this evening to Mazatlán. It is hot. It was when I first got on the bike, it was just about too hot to sit on it, even with the even with my riding pants on. So I've gotten to a stage where it's tolerable now. So ferry goes at 5. It's now about 1 o'clock. Or sorry, it's just about 2, and they want you there 3 hours ahead. So yeah, I will be getting there with about 2:45 to spare. From memory, there's a whole procedure where you actually got to get your bike, drive up on a scale, get it weighed, and even though I have my tickets printed, you still have to like check in and whatnot. So it's not the pinnacle of efficiency, that's for sure, but it gets you there. And once on board, I did book a cabin, so it's a 13-hour crossing, and doing that without a cabin is difficult. Last night I had dinner with a friend of mine here, Ibo, and his lovely girlfriend Marie, and yeah, it was great. We sat right up until about midnight and chatted, and really enjoyed it. Well, this is the tricky part. Figuring out where to go. Thinking that was my entrance back there. Yeah, that's all right. I made an assumption that those other cars were going to the same place. So there's like a customs check, even though it's all the same country. Hola. ¿Cómo?
A la sombra.
Sí, sí, gracias. ¿Qué necesitas aquí?
¿Algún permiso? No sé cómo.
¿Permiso de importación? Sí. Ok, gracias. Buenas tardes.
Ok, igual hay que presentarlo en ventanilla de Baja Ferry para su boleto, por favor.
Ok, gracias.
Buen viaje, hasta luego.
¿Todo? Ya, gracias. That office. How do I get? Oh yeah. So I've latched on to this Mexican guy because, well, he's never been through here, but at least he can communicate a lot better than I can. Alright, here we go. I'm actually quite relieved to be getting straight on. many motorcycles. Gracias. BC, California. Hey, good evening. So I'm here in my cabin on board the ferry that's taken me from La Paz over to Mazatlán. I'm laughing because there's some work. Okay, so apparently this vessel, this ship was just purchased by the ferry company, by Baja Ferries. I heard it came from Italy or something, and this is its maiden voyage. So it's not brand new, but it's brand new to them. So there's evidently some work going on behind this wall. I don't know if these are cabins back there that they're still preparing or whatever, but I hear grinding, and it's 9:15 p.m. And anyway, so let's just say not everything is quite ready, but whatever, it's gonna get me there, and that's all that matters. I boarded, met this while I was in line. Met this super nice guy named Mario who lives in Guadalajara, who had flown here to buy a brand new or new to him BMW GS. I think it's a 2024, and so we ended up having a drink together earlier downstairs. And I didn't stay down there for the entertainment. Typically there's like music or comedy. It looks like it was set up for some musicians. I came up here and hung out in my cabin and downloaded some videos off my different cameras and whatnot. So I assume this thing should arrive fairly early in Mazatlán, around 6 a.m. So I'm gonna have to get to bed pretty quickly, otherwise it's gonna be a super long day tomorrow. And it's hectic getting off these things, like, because the time of arrival isn't really clear. I'm laughing because these are all such Mexican things, right? It's just take it as it goes. So all of a sudden people are scrambling to try to line up for breakfast, and gotta get to your cars and get off this thing as quickly as possible. So anyway, I might even skip breakfast and just find something in Mazatlán, seeing as it's gonna be so early. So I'm gonna try to get a bit of sleep, and a few people have told me that the road I'm taking tomorrow is gonna be awesome. It's the name of it has the word El Diablo in it, the devil, so it's a super curvy mountain road, so I'm looking forward to that. Good night. So this is Mexican hospitality at its finest. You get indoor parking for the bike in the lobby, and they supply a guard dog. And the guard dog's name is Patrick.